Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Joanna Mapps and Eric Mapps. The two of you have been married for 2 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You have no children together, but you each have children from previous relationships. You do not want to be married anymore. Mrs. Mapps, you want a significant amount of money from Mr. Mapps as you leave, and we will get to that momentarily. But I'm going to start with you, Mrs. Mapps. Why don't you tell me how we got here today? Tell me how you met and how things happened.
Well, me and Eric Mapps met at church. At the beginning, we were compatible. Everything went well. It seemed like this man was sent from me, actually from God. That's exactly how I felt, and then tables turned.
Tables turned?
Immediately.
Really?
Hang on. How long did you know him before you started to feel like he was a gift from God?
3 to 4 months.
What about him was so wonderful in that 3 to 4 months that you did believe that he was your blessing?
We had everything in common. Every time that we go anywhere or do anything, it was just great. I mean, going out dates, having fun, going to the basketball games, all of that. It was just great. It was just fun, and I was happy.
I ain't looking to mess with your faith at all, because I don't like nobody messing with mine. But let me tell you this. The first 90, 120 days is always fun.
Exactly.
You guys are getting to know each other. It's exciting. Everything is new. And once you stamp it with the imprimatur of gift from God, you excuse all of the problems that you see in the future because you already believe that he is your blessing, not just a man who you need to assess.
And take time to get to know. Take time to get to know him and let him get to know you. It ain't nothing wrong with feeling like everything going the right way, but when you start putting expectations on that's when things start going left, bro. That's when things start going left. And the judge said this before. She said it's like with women, they get this idea in their head. They get the guy, they think he the perfect guy. Sometimes he is, sometimes he not. But then they start planning and mapping shit out. Like, all right, cool. I got him on August the 16th. And by August the 30th, I'm going to have a promise ring. Then by September 15th, we're going to be in a relationship. September 26th, it's love. September 26th is love. And then you get what I'm saying? It's you just start to make too many expectations. You can't expect nothing out of bro. I mean, not really a relationship. I find cool. We together, boyfriend, girlfriend, and we're exclusive. We're exclusive with each other. I find cool, but this is my gift from God. You sent from God. She 40-something years old? He got 40 years of learning. He got 40 years of learning to still do. I get it. I get where she coming from, but pump the brakes a little bit.
That's the only thing I'm gonna say right there.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Mapps, what is your version of the we met and fell in love story?
Okay, she's right. We met at church. We met at church, and everything was smooth. But it was signs at the beginning that I seen, and I looked over because I really wanted to work with her.
Right.
And it was, I guess it was a rush thing because I'm in the church. I was deep in the church, and when the sex started, I didn't want to fornicate.
Right.
Okay, so I wanted to do the right thing.
Do the right thing,
I
yeah.
wanted to do the right thing. And being a man of God, I wanted to do the right thing. So I kind of put, either we're going to stop having sex or we're going to get married. And she said, okay, well, let us get married.
Let's go get married.
Yes.
Never give a woman of something and then marriage. They'll always pick marriage. I'm just saying. I mean, that's just, from me to you,
Okay.
a little hint there. Tell me what some of the signs you now see that you ignored in the beginning.
Okay, one of the signs, we was in an argument, and I went over her apartment. It was like 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, but I didn't knock on her door. And her light was on in her bedroom. So I was just sitting on the stairs, and she opens the door, She has a green negligible on. Her hair's fixed up, but she said she showered and getting ready for bed. But she don't know I'm sitting out there. So when she opened the door, I shocked her.
Right.
And she asked me to come on in. I come on in. And I'm already thinking, okay, you wasn't waiting for me, or you wasn't looking for me. Who you open the door for? Okay.
Right.
So we go to the bedroom. We on the bed. She said, okay, let me plug my phone up. She leans over to plug her phone up, stays over there about 3 or 4 minutes. So in my mind, I'm saying, okay, she's texting somebody, telling them, don't come because somebody's here. That was one of the signs I seen. Okay.
Ms. Maps, do you recall that instance?
I recall it.
Tell me
very
what
much
you
so.
say happened.
He lying because
Oh my
he
God.
knew that he was coming, and I seen through the peephole that he was sitting there, and I already knew
You
that
can't
he was
see me
drunk.
through the
Stop,
peephole.
stop. Hang
Yes,
on, hang on.
you can.
Go
And
ahead.
I seen you
let him
from
finish
my
the story.
bedroom window. I seen it from my bedroom window. Normally my hair is natural, and I was in an afro, and so if I'm in the shower, of course it's gonna get wet, and it looks like it was combed or whatever.
Hang on.
And so I had cleaned out my closet because I knew, things was going on between us, and I was trying to make room for him, and I seen it was a pajamas. It wasn't negligee. It was just a regular old pajamas and pants. And so when I opened the door, he's like, "Who are you waiting for?" I said, "What do you mean, who am I waiting for? I already knew you was coming, so what kind of sense does that make that I'm finna bring somebody over? That's just stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not finna bring somebody over knowing that you're there."
Right.
And so he just saying that I was having somebody come over.
Okay.
That's not even me. And my child, I don't bring anybody around my children.
If you
Shout out to her for being a W mother. Shout out to her, bro. It ain't for everybody. Not every person that you meet. I love. Shout out to her, bro. Shout out to her. And it's no thing. I mean, eventually, when you dating with children, they're gonna have to meet your partner or your new partner, whatever the case may be. But not like at the jump. Now there is on some sneaky link. I did peep that it was 1 o'clock in the morning. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. Junior ain't opened his eyes yet to go to school that next morning. Yeah, I see what type of time it is, but yeah, shout out to her for being a W mother, bro. W mother for surely.
believe that she was doing so much wrong, why'd you marry her?
Exactly.
It wasn't. Even
It wasn't clear to you at the time?
That one thing, all the rest of the stuff came out. Even to the point we were dating. When we got together, I 86 everybody off my Facebook, anything that was questionable.
Right.
She had like 600 single men on her page. I said, so if I'm your man, why you got all these different men on your page that you can't get rid of? We argued about a month before she decided, you know what, you know you right, I'm gonna get rid of them. I shouldn't have them. I said, you shouldn't have them. If I'm your man, why you gonna have all these single men on your Facebook?
Mm-hmm. Do you know that they weren't relatives or?
They jugging at her. Oh, they
Jugging?
That means they were trying to get with her through Messenger.
Jugging?
Yeah, that's what jugging means.
That's another one for the divorce court dictionary. I never heard jugging before, but thank you for that. I always like to learn a new word. I appreciate that. So now I'm gonna get you married. We're at a point you're married, and once you got married, things got worse. So I want to talk about what happened when things started to get worse. Mrs. Maps, I assume that the jealousy issues continued even after you were married. Tell me what went on.
One day, Your Honor, I had went and took my godbaby to the mall, having a good time with my godbaby. And I came home, put the baby to sleep, and everything seemed to be okay. And so we had sex or whatever, and he came back and laid down in the bed with me. And so he had powder all on his face. So I said, what are you doing? What's going on there? And he's talking about nothing. What are you talking about? Oh, that's just so-and-so. I said, you've been smelling my panties again, haven't you? And he's talking about, no, what are you talking about? It's this. I said, yes, you did, because I put my panties in a certain position.
Mr. Maps, were you smelling her underwear?
Did she booby trap him, bro? What the fuck? Oh, no, y'all let me know how y'all get down with that. I don't get down like that, bro. I mean, I'm cool. I'm straight. I ain't, nah, gang.
This started, Your Honor. She got mad at me one night. It was maybe 10 o'clock. She left. Didn't come back till almost 1 o'clock, right? And she said she was out of it, because she had took some of her medication. But when we had sex, her shorts and stuff was on the floor, but the crotch was wet. So I pick it up. It smells like Irish soap. So if you're going out to the store, why would you have to wash yourself? Why would you have to wash yourself? So I asked her that. She said, well, I went to Ross store and I put lotion on my legs and just rubbed the lotion up too high. I said, why would you put lotion and change clothes in the parking lot to go into the store?
Because I had on booty shorts just to make him mad. I don't do that. And so when I went out, I put lotion on me because I'm not finna be ashy.
Be ashy.
Exactly.
You can't be ashy. You can't go out ashy.
So when I did go to the department store, I had clothes in my trunk, and I put a skirt on, because I'm not finna walk around looking like that, because that's not who I am.
I got you.
Who has clothes in their car?
Mr.
Really?
Maps, hang on.
As much
Mr.
clothes
Maps,
as I have in my car.
Stop, Mrs. Maps. Mr. Maps, why don't you tell me about the time you went over your mother's house after you were separated, and then there was some situation with the car?
Okay, I went to my mother's house. She's supposed to be bringing some of my items to me. When she gets there, everything's okay. She set my stuff on the curb, and she said, let me see this video that you said you could see this guy in the glasses having sex with me. I said, won't you look at it on your own phone? So she said, I don't have the app no more, I deleted it. I said, why would you delete it and you saying that I'm lying and I made it up? If it was me, and she said I did something, if I had the proof of my phone, I'm not gonna delete it. I'm gonna keep it if I can show somebody, look, I didn't do this.
Right,
okay?
right.
So she said, well, let me see it on your phone. When I tried to show it to her, she tried to grab my phone and I grabbed it back. So she gets mad, started cussing me out, backs her car up, rounds my car once, backs her car up, and rounds my car twice.
Mrs. Maps, did that occur?
Yes, because I was so sick and tired of getting accused of things that I did not do.
But you don't do that. You don't destroy my property, bro. You hit his car, he had his mother house. It could have been children running around out there. Just because you mad, it don't give you the right to do whatever you want to do. It does not give you the right to do whatever you want to do. It's like everything, bro. Everything just straight go out the window once you get mad. And for me, me personally, I can't. I can't deal with that because shit always gonna go bad. Ain't nothing gonna be 100% all of the time. It ain't never gonna be that way. So you gonna get mad every time? I mean, I get it flying up. What do they call it? What is it, bro? What do they call it? Crashing out. I get a crash out every now and again. I get that, bro. But you can't crash out every time you don't get your way or every time you get upset. Now you're a liability. So we down, I don't know, at the baseball game or something, and the dude accidentally give you 40 cents short change, and then you crash out at the baseball game, and then you get booked, and I'm down there trying to figure out where you at and what time I'm going to leave the game. Nah, man. Chill. Stop crashing out.
I don't cheat nobody because I paid for the wedding, our honeymoon, because I love this man. I wanted it to work between us. I put my everything into Eric Maps. He's his own enemy, not me. He's fighting himself, not me.
Okay.
I know what I've done, and I refuse to keep living like this because of him.
I'm with you. Hang on, Mr. Matt.
I felt them words. You can feel them words. Some words you can hear and comprehend, but some words you can feel, bro. I felt that. That came from right up in there. Right up in there, bro. And to be honest with you, I don't have no problem with that. Fight for, man, if you want her or you want him, fight for what you believe in. Don't go in blind and just say, all right, I'm gonna just go and try and be with him, and I ain't, nah. But put up a fight. Man, I ain't got no problem with her. I ain't got no problem with that.
Mr. Maps, I understand that the situation got so serious that you demanded lie detector tests.
Yes, Your Honor.
And if you don't stop it, I run this thing,
Yes,
not
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to turn our attention now to the lie detector test that she took. So, Mr. Maps, I understand that you actually got her to take a lie detector test. Tell me what about the test, why you had her take it, and what the results were.
Okay, first, I didn't have her take it. She suggested we take the test.
Okay.
And when she said that, I told her, I said, you're gonna fail it. You're gonna fail it with fine code. She said, no, I'm gonna prove to you I'm not gonna fail it. Okay, I paid for the test, but I told her, I said, you really wanna take this test because you can't pass it? She said, yes, I wanna take it. I got the proof right here.
Okay, let me see that. Mrs. Maps, as I'm looking at the results of the lie detector test, why don't you tell me what caused you to volunteer to take it and what happened?
Because I know I'm telling the truth. I never cheated on Eric Maps, and I wanted to prove to him, and you didn't pay the full of it. I had put in my money too. And so when I went in there to take the test, because I've never gone through anything like this in my life, anything. And so I love this man so much to try to prove to him
She's finna tell you why she
ain't
said
nobody talking to you, any way possible that I could show him that I did not take the test. I went in crying, nervous, scared, everything. And my girlfriends, everybody said, you're already a nervous person, Joanna, so and you're not, I don't even believe you're gonna fail it. I mean, pass it. And so I was like, yes, I am, because I'm innocent. I am innocent. I haven't done anything.
Did he have a lot of setup questions and pre-test questions and all of that?
Yes, and I tried to calm myself down because I know the lie detector test goes on your heart rate. And so I kept trying and trying, and I figured that this man only wanted the money, because if he seen how upset I was, knowing that it was gonna be incorrect.
Right, I got you. Now, Mr. Maps, let me ask you a question. Why would she suggest that she take it if she knew she was gonna fail?
Okay, I feel like, honestly, I feel like that she thought she's gonna pass it because she can get herself calmed down, maybe with her medication, to pass the test.
He doing too much, bro. Even if she did everything that he accusing her of doing, he's still, well, if she did this, then that means that she can calm herself down. And if she calm herself down, that means she can control her heart rate. And if she gets her heart rate to the right place, she'll pass the test. So I think that she's gonna man, relax, bro. Relax, bro. She more chill than he is. She more calm than he is, bro. Shit. Get your man a contact or something.
I knew she couldn't pass it on.
Do you think she was sleeping with any particular individual, or is it just random guys?
No,
what do you think is happening?
It was, as far as my knowledge, it was two particular individuals.
Have you ever had any discussions with them? Have you ever caught those two guys?
I talked to one of them. We had words back and forth. I talked to one of them. And he pretty much admitted he could have her whenever he wanted to.
That's a lie.
He said it to you.
That's a lie.
I understand you have videotape that shows that she had another guy in her bed.
The guy ain't even visible. All you see is my...
Well, I'm gonna look at it for myself.
Okay.
So as I'm looking at this tape, Mr. Maps, why don't you tell me how you got it?
Okay, she was calling me to tell me to go pick up her daughter.
Right.
She's at home by herself. So if you're at home by yourself laying in the bed and you talking to me, why are you moving yourself over to make room for somebody else?
I move my head
I'm
forward.
talking to the judge.
I don't care, I'm talking to you.
And then you can see you can see the bed move up and down because somebody's getting in the bed.
I don't know what I'm looking at here. All I know is her hand isn't steady. How can you detect movement when her hand is never in one position more than 2 seconds?
No,
exactly.
It's the phone. When she's talking to me, and then...
And how in the world am I going to have...
She moves over, and then she's talking to me, and then the bed moves like this. I'm not moving.
The bed ain't even moving. My hand is moving.
The bed is not moving.
The bed is not moving.
Your Honor, I had to record that on another phone, and I was still. That's her. If you had the original, it would be moving.
Why would she talk to you on video chat if there was another man in the bed with her?
She wanted to detour me before coming home because she had this guy in the house.
You hear how you sound? You hear how bro sound? Bro sound like he losing his goddamn mind right now. If you gotta go through all of that, bro, then you probably just shouldn't even want to be with. She could be in the car, bro. She could be in the car on FaceTime. She got the phone up, then hit a pothole, goof, goof. Like, oh, who is that in the side of the car? Who is like, bro, what? My man look bad, bro. This is bad, bro. This is bad. Now, we don't know what happened to him prior, but whatever he got going on, bro, it's bad. That's bad. And you just want to keep thinking that's your girl. Then what you with her for? Why you still with her? I'm telling you, man, the mind is a trickster. The heart will never lie to you, but your mind will play tricks on you.
That's stupid, Eric.
You really think that, Mr. Maps?
Yes, his mind is warped.
I really do.
His mind is warped,
because it's the same day that she had supposed to have been making the ribs.
Yes, I was making marinated ribs. I've never done this before, and I'm marinating some ribs. So I videotape it. Eric, is this the way I'm supposed to be doing? He's thinking somebody behind me.
No,
seriously, while I'm marinating some ribs. While I'm marinating some ribs.
No, I'm talking about...
Hey. I'm so glad y'all getting a divorce. I don't know what to do.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about the money that you want. We're gonna make some resolution. I'm gonna try to put it back on sane somewhere, and then we're gonna move on. Mrs. Maps, as you leave this relationship, you would like $1,500 from Mr. Maps because you say that's how much you spent, not him, you putting together your honeymoon. Why don't you tell me about that?
Yes, I wanted us to have a good time. I didn't want us to have we don't have enough money for this, for that. Because I love this man, you know, I do. And I still love him, even though he degraded me to a point where I couldn't even take it no more, making me have low self-esteem. And never in my life have I had low self-esteem at all. And so when we went, we had a wonderful time. It was lovely. We've always had a good time, but it is his jealousy that killed my soul. And I refuse to keep letting him do this to me. I am a good woman, a very good woman. And I was trying to show him, and he kept saying, this is too good to be true. You keep speaking on something, it's gonna come to pass. So I kept telling him to stop. Let me show you how a woman is supposed to treat a man, but he kept digging and digging and digging and found a stupid video.
Man, go hug her, bro. Go grab her. Go, yeah, bro, embrace her real quick. Your girl over there falling apart. I don't see how they sitting there, man. Hey, if that's how you get on, bro, if you don't, y'all too tough for me. Niggas be too tough for me, bro. Look at my man in the back. He like, God damn, shorty, you really done went through that? She sad because she done been there before. She like, well, damn, I ain't never heard nothing like that. Yeah, bro, and you sitting right there with the stale face on. Y'all not getting arrested. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of family court, divorce court, all of that. It ain't criminal court. It ain't criminal court, bro. You can go over there, walk over there, and go give her a hug real quick. All right, baby, calm down real quick. Try to get. You see, she irate right now. This might be one of the issues that you having. We gotta do better, bro. Cause you can tell that she cool. You can tell she ain't really on no bullshit. You sitting up here talking about she cheating. She over there sauteing the ribs, getting the ribs ready for that night. I might dip her in. Nah, I ain't gonna say all that, but yeah, bro, man, she over there getting ready to have a good night, and you so your mind so warped, thinking that she doing all of this, that, and the third. You can't even enjoy the ribs. Trust me, I've been there before. Bro. Your mind's so warped thinking that she doing this, that, and the third. You can't even be in the present and enjoy the good shit that she doing. Even if she is doing the bad. You can't even be in the good moment right now because your mind is so warped, bro. Relax. We gotta learn how to relax, bro. Relax. It's okay. Enjoy the ribs. Enjoy the Netflix. Let her talk. Get all the bro. Relax. Relax, man.
With me shaking my head up and down, saying, "Yeah, baby, I'm freaky for you." He seen somebody screwing me in my glasses. Seriously? He goes to work, put it on video, showing it to my mama, my sisters, my friends, degrading me like I'm this horrible person, but I'm still lifting my head because I know that I did nothing wrong to this man but try to love him. That's it.
That ain't cool. You don't go out and do nothing like that, then show it to our family, bro. That's no respect. That's no respect. Yeah, bro, you got to go. He gonna wake up probably like 2 months, 3 months or something like that, and that's when it's gonna hit him, bro. He gonna realize that he had a cool chick, bro. You really had a cool chick, but your mind's so warped, man. She talking about she getting nasty. I like her. I like her. Let's hear it again.
And digging and found a stupid video with me shaking my head up and down, saying, "Yeah, baby, I'm freaky for you." He seen somebody screwing me in my glasses. Seriously? He goes to work, put it on video, showing it to my mama, my sisters,
that's dirty,
my friends, degrading me like I'm this horrible person.
That's just
but
dirty,
I'm still
bro.
lifting my head because I know that I did nothing wrong to this man but try to love him. That's it.
Mr. Maps, she's not gonna get in. I feel you. I feel you and I believe you. Test notwithstanding, I feel you and I believe you. You can't get any money out of him because that's the money that you spent and you invested in your relationship, and that's what it is, and you can't get any money for it. I'm gonna say this to you, Mr. Maps. I think you blew it. You are so afraid of looking bad that you made up in your head what you feared. And whether or not she was or wasn't doing it, it didn't matter because it became an ultimate truth in your head, and everything
Yes.
she said, everything she did
Yes.
was going to mirror that false truth that you had in your head. I hope before you ever get in a relationship with anybody else again that you go get somebody, go in that head and look about and see what's there, because all of the stuff you say, only that, all the other stuff didn't make any sense. It's the symptom of a fearful mind.
Yes, Jesus.
And that fearful mind damaged her, and in the end, it will damage you. I don't think you're a bad guy. I think you're a broken guy.
Yes,
and
Jesus.
I hope you can get fixed up.
Thank you.
There will be no recovery in this matter. This court is adjourned.
Thank you. Thank you. I lost the love of my life. I didn't ever think that it would come to this point. Because I kept telling him over and over again, you have the pen to write this story, and now you wrote the end.
I really wanted to work with her, you know, but who can be with a cheater? There's no way a person can be with somebody they can't trust.
Wow. Joanna says Eric can't stop creating lies in his... Man, I swear on everything I love, I don't watch these videos. They using my words. It's cool, though. I ain't tripping off of it, man. Love you, Judge. Love you. You know I love you. Love you. What does it say? Creating lies in his warped mind. She filed for a divorce and is focused on healing and rebuilding her confidence. He still thinks she cheated on him just like his other exes did. All right, ladies, so y'all not in the hot seat this week. Y'all can take a break from the hot seat. Nah, I love y'all. Love y'all. I love y'all. But bro just out of pocket, bro. Bro out of pocket, out of bounds, out of sight, out of service. Everything. Everything. And like I said, I don't watch these videos before I react to him. He had a warped mind. The mind is powerful, bro. I don't think we realize, what is the saying we use? We only tap into 10% of our mind or something like that. Believe it or not, you can believe what you want to, but I'm telling you, your mind will make you think that it's something that is really not, bro. That is really not. If you want to believe that because she moving around, that mean that somebody else. Well, for one, all logic just go out the window. I'm like, damn, so you gonna be that bold? You gonna be that bold to call me on FaceTime while you doing a writ and then have somebody like, what kind of sense do that really make, bro? What kind of sense does that really make? Now, I can see if maybe she had, you can just tell by her character, just by the way she was in there, that she wasn't that type of person. She wasn't really that type of, now granted, I could be wrong. This is my opinion. But you can tell just by seeing her, she had a more chill, laid back personality. She really wasn't trying to be in the spotlight. She just wanted to be cuffed up and out the way, bro. And freaky, because she wanted to get married so she can keep getting bust wide open. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't gonna say, that just sounds terrible. Undefeated. Damn, not bust wide. You gotta say it like boss wide. No, man, but they wanted to proceed to continue to have intercourse with one another. Yeah, bro, so, man, what's the problem? What's the problem? I think is what they said at the end about you getting cheated on before. But if you got cheated on before, bro, number one, every person is not the same. Every person is not the same. Every person you date is not the same. Some people might be fans of spinning the block. Other people not fans of spinning the block. Some people might be fans of sex before marriage. Other people might not be a fan of that. Some people might be a fan of three. Chill, bro. But yeah, it all depends, bro. It all depends, but everybody is different. Everybody is different. You can't put all of them in the same category. It's going to be things that you like about them and things that you don't. Maybe she can cook her ass off, she can clean and all of this other good stuff, but her hygiene ain't up to par or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe he make $400,000 a year or something like that, but he is just a clown, bro, just a clown. Hey, you gotta pick and choose. You gotta pick and choose. Make that list of good, bad, and, you know, y'all take it from there. But overall, like I said, bro, he gonna wake up. He gonna wake up in about 2 months or something like that, and then, damn, after you know, you can get a couple more. You can try and get over, get like 4 or 5 girls or something like that. They ain't really gonna be about shit. Then you gonna look up and be like, damn, I really did have a cool chick. Like, I had a cool little shorty. And then you gonna try and hit her up, and then the number gonna be changed, and then you ain't gonna never hear from her again. And then you gonna be in the car one day, and the song that y'all used to sing or something like that is gonna come on in the car. And it's going to make you think about it. You're going to want to text that number, but then you're going to remember that that number don't work and that she don't work for you no more. Had a good one, bro. You had a good one, but because of your past situation, because of your past trauma, you done messed up your future. My best advice to y'all, and I'm going to end the video after this, don't live in the past, don't live in the future. Just try to live in the present. Live in the present. Make every day a gift. Every day is a gift. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that video. GTG, the family, as always, is love. And we out.